Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh are known for their commitment to their craft, but their dedication reached new heights while filming an intimate scene for their upcoming movie, We Live in Time. During an interview with Josh Horowitz at 92 New York, Garfield opened up about filming a very intimate, passionate sex scene with Pugh, who he described as being very confident in her body and her sexuality. The film, directed by John Crowley, follows the unlikely romance between Tobias, played by Garfield, and Almond, portrayed by Pugh. Their story spans a decade, beginning with a chance encounter and blossoming into a profound, intense love affair. As Garfield recounted the experience, he noted that shooting such intimate scenes can be daunting but necessary for the authenticity of the film's emotional core. In this particular scene, Garfield explained how the choreography was carefully planned, and both actors felt safe within the structure they had created. However, things took an unexpected turn during the first take of the scene. The scene becomes passionate as we choreographed it, Garfield recalled, emphasizing how they were both caught up in the moment. The actors went beyond what was originally planned because they didn't hear a call to cut, allowing the scene to develop naturally. Both he and Pugh were comfortable with how it was progressing, relying on their chemistry and trust in one another. However, after a while, Garfield began to realize that something was off. The take felt longer than usual, and despite their intense engagement in the scene, it was clear that something else was happening in the background. He and Pugh, according to Garfield, were telepathically communicating with each other, silently acknowledging that the situation felt unusual. Eventually, Garfield looked up to find the camera operator, Stuart Bentley, in a rather unexpected position. Instead of capturing the scene, Bentley had put his camera down and was turned away, facing the wall. The film's boom operator had also averted his gaze from the ongoing action. Garfield described the moment with a laugh, saying that they were so wrapped up in the scene that they hadn't noticed the crew's reaction until much later. Garfield's recounting of this moment adds a touch of humor and humanity to what could have been a potentially awkward experience. It highlights the trust required between actors and crew during such vulnerable moments. The actors knew they were in safe hands, not only with each other, but with the entire production team, who respected the boundaries and intensity of the scene. Garfield also elaborated on how vulnerable he and Pugh had to be for their roles, not just in the sex scenes, but throughout the film. In an interview with Esquire, published ahead of the 92 New York appearance, Garfield discussed how the film pushed them to do the most intimate things human beings might have to do. One particular scene required Pugh to be naked on all fours in a bathroom, a moment that demanded complete trust between the actors. And we have to have my face where I have my face, my hands where I have my hands, Garfield explained, adding that the intimacy of the sex scenes required them to be deeply connected. Pugh, reflecting on the same experience, said that working on We Live in Time forged a strong bond between her and Garfield. She described how their mutual respect for one another's craft and vulnerability allowed them to support each other fully. We truly felt held by each other, Pugh said. I felt like my abilities were respected and given back in his abilities. Their trust and partnership on set were crucial in helping them navigate the complexities of their characters' relationship as well as the intense demands of the film's more intimate moments. For both Garfield and Pugh, the experience was transformative. The connection they built through the film has led them to consider future collaborations. Pugh expressed her enthusiasm about working with Garfield again, saying, "When we finished the job, we both felt like, what an amazing partnership we have created, and what an amazing thing to know that we will do it again." We Live in Time is set to hit theaters on October 11th, and fans are eagerly anticipating seeing the results of Garfield and Pugh's remarkable on-screen chemistry in what promises to be a deeply emotional and captivating romantic drama.